This is Kevin, and I'm making this tutorial for the TAs who are going to be grading for me, the TAs and the graders who are going to be grading for me in spring 2023. And we're going to be using the same workflow that I've been using for years. And it's worked pretty reliably, but in recent semesters, we have had a problem, and that problem has been happening in courses where we got more than one person doing grading. Okay, and we're keeping the repository of all the grading records on Git, and the repository looks kind of like this. Here's a practice repository that I created um, for the spring of 2023. Here's the beginning of the repository that we're going to be using for IS 439. Okay, and the problem that we've been having is uh, more than one user using the project at the same time in Oxygen and committing the changes has created a conflict. And what seems to happen is that as more than one grader is committing their changes to this um, repository, um, the file that gets corrupted is this grading underscore project.xpr. Okay, that's what we believe has been going on. And this is the Oxygen project file. And so I've been doing a lot of experimentation over the last couple of months, and I think I understand the source of our problem, and I think I have it fixed. And between the changes that I'm going to be making as I generate the repositories for you for the semester, and a couple changes that I need you to make in the settings for the Oxygen XML editor, it should solve all the problems that we're having. Okay? I'm 99% sure that this is going to solve it. So, the approach that we've been taking is that we open Oxygen by going to the directory for the assignment that we're working on. Here we're in this practice repository, which is really based upon the Chapter 1 assignment in IS 430. And so we go to that directory and we double click on this Oxygen project file. And I don't know why it said it can't be found. So let's try that again. And we double click on that and it should be firing up a copy of the Oxygen XML editor. Well, I guess the Oxygen XML editor wasn't fully closed. So let's close that and let's try it again. So we'll double click. Yeah, and you can see that the version of Oxygen I'm using right now is 24.1. It's now January 25th in 2023. A couple days ago, I got an announcement from the Oxygen folks that the new version, version 25, is out. Well, I'm not sure the iSchool has a license to version 25 yet. So I would say if you're given the option to upgrade to version 25, for the current semester, I wouldn't do it. Okay. Some kind of version 24 version is what you want. Okay, so here we have the project and everything's ready to go. The one thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go up to you're going to need to go up to the menu, and it works a little differently if you're in on the Mac or you're on Windows. But what we want to do is we want to open the settings, okay? And then it's going to pop up the dialog for settings, and here we are. And the thing that we want to pick is this project level settings. Okay. Now you will notice that there are a lot of boxes that could be checked here. And right now, I don't have any of them checked, and that's what you want to do. But I can click on this Restore Defaults, and then we'll probably see what you're currently seeing. Okay, so the defaults are that we're having it save these transformation scenario associations for a bunch of these things, save them at the project level. And where do those get saved? Well, they get saved in that Oxygen project file. And that's what's been changing that file. And that's what means we've got different versions from different users, because different users are doing different transformations. And I think that's the source of the problem that we have. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're just going to uncheck all these boxes on this project level settings, and we're going to click OK. All right, and that should solve it. Now, the other part of solving this has to do with me making sure that all the noisy versions of these grading project files are cleaned up. Okay, probably wouldn't help that they have all these associations, but every time that we take one of these XML files and we run a transformation on it, it saves the detail of what transformation to run on this particular file. And it puts an entry into gradingproject.xpr. And those are the entries that are conflicting with each other. It's kind of funny. I wouldn't think that they would, but they seem to. Okay. So that's how we're going to solve it. Okay. I'm going to make sure that when you get this file in your repository that you get a clean one. Okay, and then the changes that you're going to make in the settings, and again, we'll just review that. You need to open the settings, and you need to go to, when you open them, you'll probably be there, and you need to go to project level settings, and you need to uncheck all the boxes. We're not saving any file associations in at the project level, so we're not going to be saving new content into that project file, which means that we're not going to have conflicts between users. We shouldn't be having revised versions of that file when we do commits, and I think all of our conflicts are going to go away. All right. So, and then when we do a grading, we're going to do it the same old way. We're going to open up the XML file, and we're going to go into author mode. Okay, and we're going to fill out the form. I'm not going to fill it out now. Okay, but we're going to fill out the form, and then we're going to we're going to click on either the play button or the wrench. Okay, probably more correct to click on the wrench. And then we're going to pick generate print student feedback and apply associated. And we're going to get our PDF. Okay. And that should be it. We shouldn't be having any problems that we were having before, as long as you're sure to change the settings. And I'm sure to give you clean versions of those um, Oxygen project files. Okay, so I have high hopes for the current semester, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.